Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having an absolute magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel here today. We've got a new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of 1 Mythic Rank deck to showcase, in which we will talk about the strategies and synergies throughout the entire deck list, breaking everything down for you so you understand what each individual card does in the deck. Every card has its purpose, right? Then we will demonstrate all of this within our Mythic Rank gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now. Of course, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and pack opening. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support for free. You can also go above and beyond by becoming a YouTube member, a Patreon supporter, or a Twitch primer if you'd like to. Really do appreciate the paid as well as that free support. Allowing me to continually create this content for all of you is the joy of my life. Let's go! Take a look at the new deck. Anyways, enough theatrics. Show me the goods, dude. Block this, an unblockable Simic deck. Blue and green slam down. We have a 2.4 average mana value on 24 lands, 20 creatures, 16 non-creatures. It was built around the Mercurial Spelldancer for 2 mana. This is a creature, Phyrexian Rogue, a 1 generic, 1 island or blue source, 2 power, 1 toughness. Cannot be blocked. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on the Spelldancer. Whenever the Spelldancer deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. And you may choose new targets for the copy. Oh, free fat spells. That's the name of the game. Previously, double casting Invoke Despair. If you've missed the Dimir version of this deck, it's phenomenal. A little bit of a different blend here within the Simic version. And, well, we're going to be free casting the Blue Sun's Twilight for 2+ X at sorcery speed, gaining control of target creature with mana value X or less. If X is 5 or more, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Okay, so follow me here. A, we're going to copy this spell through the Spelldancer, and then B, we cast it for 7 mana. Total, X equals 5. That's 4 creatures. Yes! Now that is a massive swing in field advantage, which should easily give us the upper hand. Very cool when you get to pull it off, and I'm looking forward to showcasing that for you here today. But it's not just the Blue Sun's Twilight that we'll be looking to copy, it's also Titania's Command for 6 mana at sorcery speed, choosing 2 of the following. Exiling target player's graveyard. You gain 1 life for each card exiled this way. Search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Create 2 green bear creature tokens, and finally put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So there's some things that we need to know here is that when we do copy a command spell that has multiple modes, we copy the modes that we choose, right? So we don't need to double exile their graveyards unless we super need life, or need rid of their graveyard. This is a, an emergency mode, if you will. Grabbing the lands, you can do it if you want, but what we like to do in the deck is just beat our opponent down. So we're going to be creating, ideally, 2 2/2s, which if you copy that, that's 4 2/2s, and then putting 2 +1/+1 counters on everything. That would be 4 +1/+1 counters on everything. Yeah, you can see how ridiculous that is. Much like the Blue Sun's Twilight, just resulting in, more value than you really should be able to accumulate in a single turn. So that's kind of the main idea of the deck, okay? Building around that, we like the unblockable creature aspect, as we will be putting +1/+1 counters on those creatures. So we do have another, the Suspicious Stowaway for 2 mana, a 1/1, can't be blocked. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Daybound, Nightbound, just straight up draw a card, okay? It's going to get the +1 power Nightbound as well. Day-night cycle, you all know how this works. When it enters, it starts, and then if you don't cast, it goes to night. You double cast, it comes back to day, all right? In case you didn't know. And then we'll be putting +1/+1 counters on those unblockable creatures. Of course, the command does that like it does to everything. We also have the Simian Simulacrum for 3 mana, 2 power, 1 toughness. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. That can go on an unblockable creature. Consistent damage output. recasting it from the grave for the unearth, entering with haste and sacrificing at the beginning of our next end step. All right, and then we also have Yugen Defends the Temple Saga. When it enters play, create a 1/1. Next, put 2+1/+1 counters on up to 2 creatures you control, right? So 1 here, 1 there. And then finally, Exile, transform into the Rising Star, a 2/2 with flying, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X when you do put that many counters on that creature. This can put as many counters as we want on any of our creatures as they enter. Thank you very much. As long as we have 5 modified creatures. Now keep in mind these oil counters will count as modifications. The Rising Star is going to get +5/+5 and have trample, converting it to a 7/7, which is big boy damage. And then we're going to proliferate, so we can collect additional +1/+1 counters, as well as turbo through our saga with the lore counters, right? So the Bloated Contaminator for 3, 2 generic, 1 green as a 4 power, 4 toughness Phyrexian Beast with trample and toxic 1. It also has, whenever Bloated Contaminator deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. Now this is giving them an additional poison counter. It's giving our creatures additional +1 counters if they have them. It's going to give us an additional lore counter on our Defends the Temple, which will push it through, transforming it, allowing us to take advantage of the Rising Star. All right, so we can proliferate the entire team late game with Experimental Augury for 2 instant speed, looking at the top 3 cards of your library, putting 1 into our hand, rest in the bottom of the library in random order. Any order, not random, like it matters. And then proliferates. So that's gonna, again, lore counters, poison counters, +1 counters for our team. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The Augury will also single-handedly allow the Spell Dancer to -2 because you're casting non-creature, it puts 1 on, then it proliferates. Now you've got 2. Now you can remove and copy some spells, right? So it really does help that Spell Dancer get to where it needs to go. We have, some mortar around the edges here. Evolving Adaptive. 1 mana, enters with an oil counter on it, counts as a modified creature. Really easy peasy, right? It does get +1/+1 for each oil counter on it, and can accumulate oil counters whenever a creature enters the battlefield with either greater power or toughness than the adaptive. We have 3 copies of Slip Out the Back, instant speed for 1, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It phases out, so this is really nice as it protects from Farewell, dare I say it. Sacrifice effects as well. Sheoldred's Edict, Liliana's Minus, Invoke Despair, just phase out. It's nice. 2 copies of Negate. Speaking of all of those things, Sheoldred's Edict, Invoke Despair, and Liliana. Negate is gonna just help us survive, right? No Farewell today, please and thank you. And of course, we do have the City and the Endures as utility lands, the Coast and the Cascade as our mana base consistency, the dual lands, if you will, and then some basics here just to get us through the day. Very fun deck to play. I do have some sideboard card considerations, more like maybe board cards, that we'll talk about at the end of the video after today's gameplay footage while we wrap up and open up the pack. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's deck tech and are excited to play Simic Unblockable. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a Patreon, YouTube supporter, or a Twitch primer if you got the bucks. And if not, that's okay. We still love you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Let's have some fun and play some Magic, yeah? So this is a nice hand, right? Turn 1 is here. Turn 2 is active. Obviously, it's not a Spell Dancer, but it's pretty good. Mad Forever 95. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? End the festivities, dude. Just do it. Just do it. All right, Strangle. Strangle. Q. Very cute. is a blocker. Oh, and a successful one. Let's kill the Phoenix first. We're still playing defensively. 14 life, which is pretty good. 3 cards in their hand. Oh, squizzle me. Squizzle me timbers. Their graveyard is filling up. Spread those modify counters. Not a situation I want to be in, right? We need a big play. A secondary Squizzles? It's pretty good. Down to 9. Too many lands on the dance floor. Too many lands on the dance floor. Too many lands. Too many lands on the dance floor. Spread out the lands. Grab some additional counters here. It's a big boy, 6/6. 3 in a row. Frickin' Scree, you know? That's crazy! It's a clean house. They get to look at the top 3 with 2 open mana, not great. Nine life. We're in a top deck of Titania's Command. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Play with fire. Oh, dang it. That's gonna hit our Rising Star. What's up with this land? Good game. I mean, I guess, you know, it is an interaction spell at least. Or mono red. We still love you. Going first, liking the hand. Pretty decent. Oh. I'm gonna hit for 1. Hold out our slip. Let it stow away. Not playing the dancer until I can slip it out. If they remove the stowaway, that's fine. Right? Alright, let's push up the Evolving Adaptive. Hit for 2. And turn. Unfortunately, they're not playing creatures for us to take. Land out. Let's swing for 4. Ooh, I should have played this adaptive first. imagine they would have done it on the stack at that point. Alright, let's take our hit. Swing for 3. Grab our first oil counter. Protection still up. Let's grab our second oil counter, phase out. Grab a counter. For 4. Again, they have no creatures for us to take, Sag. Let's slap in another Spell Dancer. That's not funny. It's hilarious. Back-to-back field wipes? Who doesn't love that? You know? That's just good magic. And then like 2 single targets prior to that too. Oh, really? I'm not worried. You don't have a single creature in your deck. It's all removal. Bro, you gotta stop. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're losing life. And they spent all of their mana. What? 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 Okay. 2 land. Turn 1 drop. Turn 2 drop. Yes, yes, yes. Turn 3. Fairly acceptable as well. My first game of the day. Playing against Esper Legends. Probably the best deck. I know, y'all like your mono reds, but... I played with Esper Legends last night for about an hour and a half. 87% win rate. Stay tuned. It's coming out on the channel soon.
With the mysteries. Come
So we lose our adaptive here. I'd rather the draw over anything. We don't get a draw because we're killing Lily. But the push-up that the Contaminator provides would have been useless too, because we only needed to hit Lily for 1. So this is a free turn. It's not Esper Legends, even though it seems like it. It's weird. It's weird, dude. I'm going to play my Saga first, and then we will proliferate it. Draw, discard. Oh, that negate's going to be really good. I'm going to toss Blue Sun, because I don't think they have any creatures. Submit 2. I'm tempted to put it on the Mana Dork, but if we draw a land, that's maybe our command, right? Oh, hi. Hello. How are you? Hope everything is well. Okay, so let's hold up negate. We can pay 1. of the Emperor.
I guess that's
Negate is up. Two cards in hand, 17 life, Architect of Restoration in play. No, I don't think you will. Oh, you don't want to see my command? I'm certain this is lethal. Let's take a look at it to see why. We make 2 2/2s, right? That's going to bring us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. And then we will apply 2+1/+1 counters on each creature we control, which will trigger the Rising Star, making it now a 10/10. So we have 10 damage, and then another 4 here unblockable. And then Kodama swinging for 6 with the trample to get that extra 2 damage in, right? So a massive hit and great game. Going first with some pretty serious land. Something like this. Just an island hiding behind me. Does that bother you? Probably does, doesn't it? Turn 1 evolving adaptive. Oh, turn 1 cut down. Why didn't you do it earlier? They wanted to wait to see what else I played? Yeah, still just not too into it is the thing. It's a bad exchange. It should be saved for Invoke Despair, but you can't tell me what to do. I want to push up that stowaway. Maybe not so much. Right? And then they both can slam. 5 damage. Oh. Ooh, thanks for the draw! That was a good one, too. Turn 4 Sheoldred! Oh, no, HEG. It's just a Phyrexian Obliterator. So we should have put them on the stowaway. Hindsight and all. Hopefully they don't force a discard, actually. Maybe I should keep the land. 5 mana. A secondary Oblitzkis. I mean, we're not out of it. We have 20 life. We could probably... And if they tap, we could swing back even harder. So they probably just attack with 1. Invoke Despair still would suck. No blocks. Another Trespasser. They have good blocks. A little life gain there as well. Down to 13 is very bad. Not enough. guess we could sack lands. The oil counter counts, which puts the star up to 7. Oh, you would have been good. You would have been good. We can block the trespassers, take 10. 11, 12 with the trespasser extra damage. Invoke wins the game. I can sack 5 lands there. Thank you for the raid, Exiled. I hope you're having a magical day. Sack our 5 lands, take 5. Should be fine. Or take 6. I got a block with an unmodified creature. And then we have to sacrifice an unmodified creature. Okay? Okay, we thought it through. We're good. We like the play. Down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who needs lands? They're overrated anyways. Oh, they could have removal. And this forces multiple removal spells, right? Let's Ash catch him. Ooh, and that's how you beat not 1, but 2 Obliterators. I got this question all the time. How do I beat this Obliterator card? Opponent goes first. That's all right. Hello, good game. Dancer 2. Temple 3. Protection's nice. Hopefully we don't see a Brutal Cathar. Well, you said it out loud, so now it will be. Just an Adeline. First oil counter. Oof. That hurts. Quite badly. No blocks, big hit. So we're going to cast the slip regardless this turn. And then we can Blue Sun. Alright, that's going to put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X equals 4. Trust me, I wish X equals 5. But I don't know if we have time to wait, is the thing. Let's protect the stowaway here. It could be another Nganjo. It has some form of interaction. Down to 14. We can't make a token of it because it's legendary. We'll swing in for 4. Draw and discard. We're going to take Adeline. We're going to copy it. I know, right? We each take the draw, that's fine. You gonna kill your own Adeline, or what? Oh, man. Lord have mercy. Let's take the non-legendary. So we should have had this out first. What do you do, though? I like that. Destroy evil on your own Adeline. Classy move. All this land is ridiculous. Let's continue our assault. Down to 8. Draw, discard. Go down and play, push up the adaptive. I would love to draw. Sign me up. We need a 1-drop spell to copy it, or we just go for it. Who do they kill? We already have a really nice field state. They do kill Kodama. And then Denick is out too. Wow. Okay, I'm actually a little nervous here. I say we still do it. We have X equals 3. This is a great showcase of the deck. Big time. We paid 1 extra, but whatever. See if I care. This is a great deck against the Esper Legends because they play so many creatures. Loving that draw. I mean, they could still wipe the field. We do have Negate in the deck for that reason, just struggling to find it. Another Diggy. Hello, good game. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, there it is! Smash attack. The blue sun really helping us out here. Good game. Going first, keeping 7. No turn 1. We do have our turn 2 though. Dance, Contaminator, Temple. Okay, Gala is nice to see. Let's hit for 2. And now pray they don't have interaction. Nice! I like Defends the Temple. We have Slip Out the Back open as well. Continue to hit, this time for 6. Proliferate. That's 2 oil counters. Decline. And turn. We also have protection. Their temple triggers, 4 available mana. Well, actually 5, because the 2/2 monk. Adaptive in play for 1. Triggers Gala. +1 counter, not too shabby. Into a Kodama. Nice. Pushes up their adaptive. They gain life. They have trample. No blocks, pass. Down to 14, yikes. They double land, which is actually pretty scary. Not the worst. We don't need 5 mana. Oh, we have 6. We actually do need 6 then. I think that would be fine, wouldn't it? We put 2 in, keep out slip. Oh my god, auto tapper! I hate the auto tapper. I do not have slip up the back. That's so funny. Hashtag my bad. Auto tapper is nasty, dude. At least we have good blocks. We've got a really good attack, too. That's their whole turn. Well, they could play a 2-drop, I guess. Well, no, they've got the monk. So they could play 2 things. Well, maybe 3 things, actually. They could just be, like, evolving adaptives, I guess, right? They don't even need the generic. And that's going to put counters on their whole team. Nice. They do. That pushes the star up to 8 as well. I'm impressed. They're doing really well. The Spell Dancer is unblocked. Oh! Then they get another... We have 14 life. I think we're in trouble. Well, no, we just straight up block that. What are you doing? No. I think they just concede as they paid... Like, they could have won the game, right? But they paid life for those green spells, and now we can hit for 4 when... Before we would have struggled, right? Because we were only hitting for 4 when they had 6. Our opponent goes first. 2-drop, 3 drops here. Bankbuster. So this is one of those invoke decks we love so much, right? Just sends shivers down my spine. Can't even think about it. Contaminator first. Makes me nervous because they can always go 1 for 1 while ramping into their 3 for 1 spell. I wish we had protection. Not too shabby. Just play a creature. Oh. That takes Kodama. Not great. They see the Twilight too. This isn't so shabby. Right, big hit. 9, 10, 11 damage. Nice proliferate as well. They lose 3 life here to 2. We should have proliferated their Gix. Right? Ah, it doesn't matter. Good game. That was a nice win. Smooth, right? Playing slower than I'd like to. Third land and, you know, not all is bad. If we top deck an island, I promise I'll pray tonight. We got a fresh convert coming up. So this is cool because we could Augury if they wanted to block. Oh, it can't block HGG. He remembered last second. Like, wait a minute. No, it's fine. We'll save that and do it once the temple puts those +1 counters out. F. I have disconnected. This is on me. This is a me thing. All of my internet's dropped. We're back. And we're gone again. And we're back again. And we're gone again. Oh, we're back. We're back. Let me in. At least it lets you back in. This is untapped, by the way. I know it doesn't look like it because the mad disconnect, but that adaptive is supposed to be untapped. And I would imagine on their screen, it is untapped. Hit for 1. We could have tossed the Simeon, but I like to keep it. And this is not going to be a match where we can just like build up and attack with unblockable creatures slowly. We could even be dead this turn for all I know. Connection okay. They're here. We're here. Everybody's okay. Oh! Six damage, 3 toxic. Not great. Are you kidding me, dude? 3 priests in the top 10. You're a freaking legend, dude. Hey, the adaptive untapped. Screw it. Let's roll out. They don't want to block. Down 8. We can block. So if we spell dance, 1, 2, 3, that'll be 4. Not a great. We're so far back on mana because this is such an aggressive matchup. Oh, life gain! Are you freaking kidding me? That wins the game. The life gain literally just won them the game. Okay. Right. That's wild. The freaking hive. Up to 18 life now. It's ridiculous. Looks like we should have kept a 2-drop. Four, 8, 10, 12. Hashtag not enough. I'll make that trade. The life gain, you know? Brutal. Why don't you play fourth Rot Priest, did? Or just target your own creatures for triple poison, because that seems about right. Prematurely good game someone, and then rope them. Now this is the sign of a great match. Huh.
Do we go all in?
We have 5, 12 unblockable damage. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 life gain, which puts them to 26, and we're hitting for 6, 11, 16, 20, 27. Three, 4, 5, 9 life to 26, right? The might and the other might can't block. Does this tap? Target 1/1 creature, which they don't have. And then 6, 5 is 11, 16, 20, 27. I do math wrong all the time, but I'm pretty sure this is a -1 outcome. Where'd I make the mistake? You know? Was my mistake this 3 to their 4? No, because that's actually their mistake, because that's 1 block in the negative now. So this would be a -2. But they can't block the 5. So it has... Well, they should be blocking the Simian. This is why you never, under any circumstances, use that early GG. I did the math wrong. They survive. That was on me. We should have played defensively? Can I... Where's that save state? I honestly thought we had it. Oops. How did I do that math wrong? Anyways, good game. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. What did I do that wrong? What? All right, so an incredibly fun deck to play when it pops. It's nice that we have the command if we're playing like against a control deck to make creatures power ours up, and then the Twilight if we're playing against another aggro deck where we just take all their creatures. So pretty cool deck. I do have some cards that I've been flirting with, but I don't know how to add. Stowaway versus Surge Engine, you know, has been coming up in the comments a lot. You know, fantastic argument. I like that I don't have to pay to attack with a Stowaway, but at that same note, it doesn't push up the adaptive with such ferocity, right? Like this is a 3/2. It's really, really good for pushing up that evolving adaptive, and then it has actually better outcome late game as you sink more mana into it. So, you know, this is definitely up for debate, the Surge Engine over the Stowaway. Let me know what you all think. We're going to try it both ways here. The Ledger Shredder, you know, this is just so good. What a fantastic card. It's going to get that +1 through the Connive that we can easily start proliferating. Really does belong there, much like the Scrap Gorger, you know, ramp, graveyard control. Loam Speaker, not really feeling it anymore. The Beast Caller, really good for us here because those +1/+1 counters, just like the Ledger Shredder, right? So I think those two cards go really good, but I kind of wanted to focus on this version of the deck on that Spell Dancer, right? To copy the Twilight. Now, that doesn't mean that there isn't a deck without the Spell Dancer and the Twilight and the command that still uses, you know, the Bloated Contaminator, the Temple, the Adaptive, the Beast Caller, the Ledger Shredder. So you can see kind of how you can blend and make basically an entirely new deck with the same core build. Very nice. Disciple of the Drowned, you know, was flirting with it. Maybe we add more interaction and then we can recast from the grave, but you know, I don't really think so. It doesn't make the cut here for me. And finally, Invoke the Ancients. Maybe copy this, create 4/4/5s with Trample. Maybe copy this, hold up Negate. Could be good. What do you guys think of the deck, of my maybe board picks? And you know, if you have any other suggestions, hammer me in those comments. They pop up on the phone. I read them all, and you know, we'll improve the deck as we go. As far as the day-to-day goes, I just pride myself on creating the original content, new decks every single day, and I try to be as competitive as I can. Some of them slap, some of them fizzle, and some of them they're all right. They're a lot of fun as well, which is, you know, what keeps me playing this game every day for like 3+ years now for you all, which is crazy to think about. That's like a lot of content. So, you know, it's really important to be keeping it fresh and keeping it fun. So, cheers. Thanks for watching. Don't go anywhere because we still got to shred this pack open, right? And yesterday, in my third last pack of the box, we pulled an Elish Norn. Elish Norn, yesterday's pull. Oh my gosh. Basically paying for the entire box, which is really cool. We do have only one more regular set booster to open, and then we are on to the collector boosters, which is really exciting. So we do have a terrible green screen here, which is the Archfiend of Dross. Beautiful, right? Minus my green screen. So we get through here. That's a holographic full art forest. That's actually a keeper, you know? The lands that you get are sometimes the best card. All right, let's try to refocus here. Thirsting Roots. Dead Land. Some lands are not good, right? Some lands are just for limited. Enforcer. Ooh, I actually like this card. It hasn't been shown love, and it needs to be. Tainted Observer, fantastic card, and it's an uncommon as well for the free-to-play individuals. Just like the Void Wing Hybrid. Really good for the free-to-play folk. Typically, the multicolor cards are really good free-to-play. This is, you know, another one. Alt Art Sawblade Scampers. Phyrexian Arena as our rare. Very nice. We get a holographic Ruthless Predation. Predation? I always want to say predication for some reason. I think I did that yesterday too. The arena, not bad. Definitely could be worse. Right? I like it. It's no Elish Norn though, let me tell you what. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Camera focus OP. I know. Have a magical day. We'll see you soon in the next. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. But most importantly, have an absolute magical day. And we'll see you soon.